What? Oh. Well, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Sports Dummies, the podcast where we are idiots and we get to talk about sports. We're talking about football mainly, especially right now. We have a college national playoff game, national football playoff game going on right now. It is currently 7-0 Indiana on Oregon. Winner of this game will go and face Miami in the national championship game on the 19th, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to talk all things NFL mostly. We're going to touch on this game a little bit as it happens. Maybe even a preview of what a matchup could look like with Miami. If it starts looking like one of these teams start pulling ahead, we can kind of gauge what that would be like. And then we're going to make our picks for Super Wild Card Weekend for the NFL. Maybe a bet or two, seeing what's out there, and see where these head coaches and offensive coordinators are going to next. So we'll try to keep it as entertaining as possible. But as always, we have Mike here. What's up, Mike? How's it going, buddy?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, bud. So
What a game last night.
what a game last night. Come from behind win for Miami there, back and forth, and then they pull away and take the game. And here we are. Wow, now we're looking at Miami, a 10 seed, is now in the college football playoff, the college national championship, which this is the reason why I love the playoff brackets, the expansion of the playoffs. Because how many times did we say back then when there was only two clear cut 1 and 2 going to the national championship where we thought, hey, this 6 seed could probably beat both of these teams on any day. And that got expanded to 4 teams. And there was still Florida State, most notably, was the team that probably broke the camel's back, the straw that broke the camel's back when it came to this needs to be expanded
Wait,
more.
yes, yes.
Whenever Florida State had that exceptional run a few years ago when
They went 13-0,
Travis,
didn't get to get invited.
yeah, when Travis Jordan was their quarterback, and they had a great run, undefeated, and then they missed the 14 playoff, and everybody had a conniption about that.
Yeah, because he
And
was hurt.
right, they looked negatively on him because he had an injury. So instead of sending the whole team to the playoffs and letting them play it out, they just said to hell with it. They're not getting in. So um, definitely a huge bummer of what could have been possibly. Um, could have changed a lot of other things, you know. But this is why we play the game, right? You never
That's
know
it.
who's going to win any given
Deciding on
Sunday.
the field.
Yeah, any given Sunday, as we like to say. So yeah, um, that's how it is. That's how it played out, and here we are. So Miami, number 10 seed, punches their ticket to the national championship game. They are awaiting the winner of this game. My our picks are both Indiana, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
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 I think actually we all three of us went Indiana across the board.
yeah. I think so. I think no.
Yes.
Matt took Oregon, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he took Indiana to win, but he took Oregon's points.
Mm,
So he has
okay,
3.5 from Oregon, but he predicted 26-23 Indiana, which would give
gotcha.
him that half point. Um,
Right.
Mike, you're the only one so far that has won those 5 points uh, because you were the closest, in my opinion. Well, not in my opinion, definitely. Um, the final score was 31-27. You had depicted 28-24 Miami, so pretty close. Pretty
Yeah,
close for you.
pretty close.
You had
Yeah.
a total, yeah, you had a total of 52. The actual total was 58. Matt had a total of 47. So obviously you had the closer points, the closer numbers. So you get those points. Um, I took Ole Miss in what I thought was going to be a 27-24 final, and Miami ends up scoring their touchdown late.
Yeah. You were there. You
I
were
was there.
there.
I was there. It was 24. It was 27-24 Ole Miss going into the last, I think, what, like minute and a half or something
Yeah.
like that.
They scored with 13 seconds left to win it. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And I was like,
Yeah.
bah. I was like, well, there that goes. But
Yep.
you were
Yep.
awarded 5 points for that. We'll see what happens tonight and see who gets the other 5 points. Maybe you, maybe somebody else. But at this point, it's not going to matter. There's no amount of points that we can
No.
put on the line right now. Matt is the clear cut
Right.
winner of the Super Dogs with 203.5 points. So kudos to Matt. Great
Congrats,
job,
Matt.
buddy. Congrats. You get bragging rights. That's about all you get, though. So you are super underdog flying across the sky as
That's
he's
it.
flying to Tampa. Apparently, he's driving. I think.
Yeah,
Speaking of
he's driving with
Tampa,
Tampa.
I'm going to jump right into some NFL stuff right now. Um, so Tampa Bay elects to keep Todd Bowles, but fires everybody else. Practically, I think the only person they kept was their DC. I think
Right.
everybody else though gone. Um, and then staying with Tampa Bay and staying in that state, it turns out that Miami, who once said 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, that Mike McDaniels was safe, had a meeting this past week and decided that that wasn't the case anymore. They let McDaniels go. And I had said to you immediately, this is the number one name on the list to hire for OC,
Oh, absolutely.
bar
Absolutely.
none.
Yes.
Bar
Yes.
none. Um, there's nobody else that could be highly sought after. Maybe Cliff Kingsbury, but I think he's going
Right.
for a head coaching job, not
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
not a OC job. Um, I also think that McDaniels is probably going to end up getting an OC job, not a head coaching job.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
all it almost seems like that
I think
head
he's built
coaches,
for that.
yeah, yeah, it seems that way. I mean, when he was the mastermind over behind Cal Shanahan when they had that awesome run, and even with Miami, and you want to say that how terrible parts of their game was. The only part of their game that wasn't terrible was their running game. He is a running game guru. He ranked fourth in rushing as a team this year. With Achan and Ollie Gordon and I think one or two other players that they had behind
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So he's a mastermind when it comes to running the football. His schemes and everything like that just uh, he's just a great coach. Um,
Yeah, and when he had Tyreek and Waddle healthy with A-Chain, what a dynamic offense with a healthy Tua too.
at one
You
point in
know?
time, he was the best offense in football.
Right. Right.
The
So
numbers, you go back and look at the numbers, the numbers back that up. So here's the
absolutely.
big question: where does he go from here? Again, I think he goes back to OC.
I do too.
The
I
question
mean, there's
is
a couple.
where is he going to be the OC next?
I heard a few rumors today on the drive home, which was interesting. It depends what gets offered to him, how much, what kind of quarterback I think he wants to have,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of team. I heard one interesting thought, but again, these are all thoughts because you can't. There's 8 teams without a head coach right now.
Right.
So until the head coach is hired, I don't know where he ends up. I
True.
heard someone say, which is interesting. What if there's a Brian Flores as the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens? wouldn't McDaniel fit in nicer as offensive coordinator with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry? So interesting thought,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Very
But
interesting.
I don't
Very
know.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I'm almost positive. I'm not sure about what McVay's gonna do. So we'll see.
I
You
don't know.
know.
There's still we have not and cannot dismiss the fact that Tomlin still has no idea what he's doing by the
Right.
sounds of
I
it.
mean, there's still a few teams out there, and you said McDermott.
Right.
What if Buffalo has a first round exit on Sunday?
It
I
could
mean,
happen.
yeah.
And
So
I can almost guarantee that the Buffalo Bills, upon moving to a new stadium, are going to have a new coach.
oh, absolutely, totally agree. Totally agree.
They might want
Especially
to
if they have
just
a
start.
first round exit.
Oh, yeah. Especially if they just want to start fresh. New
Right.
location, new stadium,
Right.
probably a new look. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if they revamped the uniforms a little bit to come out to be a little bit more sleeker because they got a new, it's a new era for Bills football.
Right. Right.
They've
Yeah.
been in that building.
Marketing.
Yeah,
Marketing.
they've
No.
been in that building since '73. You know,
Yeah.
so getting all of that, it might be a new rebrand for the Buffalo Bills. And if that's the case, then I could see McDermott also being out. One name that I did see get hired, though, was in Washington. David Blau got the offensive coordinator job. He was the
Oh, okay.
quarterbacks coach. So it seems like that was a in-house hire, promotion. So good for David Blau. So that sounds like it's done, tied, put away. So Washington is probably done, maybe done making moves as far as coaches go. Um, Indiana's going to score here again. They're driving.
Yeah. They're
Um,
driving right through the field.
yep. And, you know, the big rumor I'm hearing right now is about John Harbaugh. And John Harbaugh sounds like he's going to be playing for the NFC next year with the New York Giants.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Um, Not only am I
Probably the most attractive job out there right now.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
You got a number one pick and a first round pick in Jackson Dart. You got a first round pick in Malik Neighbors. You got Thibodeau. You got Sexy Dexy.
Yep. You have the kid from Penn State last year.
Oh yeah, Abdul Carter.
And Bill Carter. Right.
So you got a strong defense, at least a strong core in that
right.
defense.
Especially front seven. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then your offense is young and
Very young.
not paid yet. So you
No.
can make moves.
Right.
You can make moves. So it'll be interesting to see. It does sound like it's the most attractive job. And obviously, Harbaugh's got his pick of the litter where he wants to go. And not only does it sound like he is going there, but it also sounds like it's his favorite to be there.
Right.
So I guess his short list, Giants are at the top. Indiana scored.
Yep.
Pending a kicked field goal here, it is 13-7. And it doesn't look like Oregon can stop Indiana right now, to be honest with you. But Oregon was driving too. Right when we got on, they had a pretty good drive that they put together.
Yeah.
So this very well could be a shootout type of game, and this game could go over on points. So we will see.
Yeah.
I also saw that the Tennessee Titans had put in a request to talk to Arthur Smith.
Please.
I just wanted to feel the temperature of some of the fans around the nation because I seen that on it was a It was an ESPN post on Facebook. So I
Right.
had just clicked the comment section to see, and boy, nobody minced words. Take him, get him out of here. You can have him. You know,
Right.
we won't put up a fight. We promise.
No.
You know what I mean? Um, so it would definitely be interesting if we got rid of him. I'm more interested in getting rid of Terrell Austin, to be honest with you.
Oh, I think that's a given. I really do.
I'm just
Um.
surprised that it hasn't. Well, obviously, I'm not surprised yet. I can't be surprised. They're still in the playoffs. I still keep thinking. Here's how shitty this is. I still keep thinking they're not in the playoffs because they shouldn't be. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I got to
Yeah.
change my mindset here. But going back to Tampa real quick, boy, wouldn't that be something if McDaniels turns out to be the OC for Tampa?
That would be interesting offense with the talent they have there. Now we don't know what's going to happen with Mike Evans, but they're young. Baker,
Hmm.
Bucky,
Right,
Godwin,
right.
Egbuka. I
And
mean McMillan.
he's got some solid backs down there, and he's got
Yes.
some solid
Yes.
receivers there. Even if Mike Evans decides to retire, you still have
Right. He's still
McMillan, Godwin, and Buka. You know what I mean?
right.
So you are loaded down there.
Yes.
The only thing that you would
Yes.
have to worry about is some contract stuff. That's it.
Hmm.
Because I don't
Yeah.
know where any of them are at or in their contracts.
No, I don't know.
Um,
I don't know. But you have three running backs in Tucker, White, and Bucky Irving. Holy cow!
right,
I
right,
mean, you're deep everywhere.
exactly,
Um.
exactly. And hopefully, if they can keep that core together, I mean, that's a dangerous team for next year.
Oh, big time. Big time.
Very
Yeah.
dangerous. So, um, and there was even speculation that that Harbaugh would go and uh, coach for his brother in the Chargers.
I don't see that happening,
I
but
don't either.
that's interesting.
That'd be funny
I
though.
did hear one instance where someone put him in the Cleveland Browns head coaching because he wants to stay in the AFC North and stick it to Baltimore, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, I
I
did.
thought
I
that was
did
pretty
hear that
funny
too. I did hear
because
that
the
too.
more and more things come out. Have you seen Lamar Jackson's reaction to everything in the past few days?
I have not.
So when they let him go,
Hmm.
he let out some kind of thing where it was kind of ignorant, like and then how I just saw a video the last 2 days of him leaving the field. Like everyone else is kind of dejected. He's just like running off the field like nothing happened. Like he's a problem there.
Right.
And the owner, shockingly, the owner sided with him.
Well, like
So
I like I told you, Mike, I said two things are gonna one of two things are gonna happen. Harbaugh's getting fired, or Lamar's getting traded or let go.
right, well, I've
I
been on
said
the Harbaugh thing for weeks.
right,
You know,
right.
um, but I also thought maybe both of them go. But now it seems they chose to
Yeah.
keep Lamar and they're going with him. So
Well, I
you
mean,
know,
how can you blame him when you're paying him $228 million?
well, I that's a great point. Great point. Because who do you blame the losses on? Lamar? Do you blame it on Harbaugh? I mean, both of them. To me personally, uh,
Well, did
you
you
know,
see? Did you see that the was it the offensive coordinator or was it the quarterbacks coach that came out and said that he takes full responsibility for
oh,
the
OC. Because
OC?
the reason they said that Harbaugh was let go, the owner wanted Monken gone, and
Mm,
Harbaugh said absolutely not. He's staying. Well, guess what?
right.
You're gone then. So
Yeah.
you know,
Or you got to get rid of the head in order to get rid of the body.
right,
So I mean the body's going to go next. Obviously, once the head goes, the body's going pretty much
right.
because that's all his guys practically.
Uh huh.
So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Um, as far as any other um, information or news about anything else, I don't really have anything else in the NFL. The only other things that I'm seeing is it sounds like everybody that is questionable for this weekend is definitely playing. Devontae
Right.
Adams, Aaron Jones, um, or I'm not Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs. Um, Obviously, DK's back. Obviously, if anybody didn't know that, he served his 2 game suspension. He is now eligible to play, and he will. Um, Barring any other significant injuries, everybody's playing. So it sounds like everybody's getting their whole team back. And if there's those questions, well, you know, you have no excuse. Basically, is what I'm saying. Because
Right.
if your team loses, your team loses. It's not because, oh well, this person was out, so had they been in the lineup, it'd be a different story. Like,
Right.
no.
Right.
So everybody's here. It should be good games, though. Nonetheless, it should be good games. Um, the I have some stats on some other things, but we'll talk about that when we start talking about these games and picking these games, which we can start doing now.
Sure.
Yeah. Uh, okay. So the first game we have here is tomorrow at 4:30, NFC wild card game. Number 5 LA Rams going into Carolina to take on the Panthers at number 4. And big spread for this one, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers are getting 10.5.
Wow.
10.5. Panthers are getting 10.5. Now I do have a stat on that, Mike, which is an interesting stat.
Okay.
Um, Teams favored by 10 plus points in the wild card game are 12-1 all time.
Wow. Interesting.
Right. So here's a little other tidbit, right? Okay. Rams at Carolina. Temperature is going to be around 70 degrees. Wind is about 13 miles per hour, and the participation is about 64% chance of rain. Matthew Stafford has completed 59.3% of his passes in wet weather games compared to his career 65% completion rate. Despite that, he has protected the football, 0 interceptions, and averaged over 250 yards per game.
Wow.
Conversely, Bryce Young has consistently performed better in rainy conditions, completing 71.2% of his passes in the wet compared to 61.4% in dry weather. So if we're going by these stats, if we're going by 12-1 record, if we're going by all of that, it sounds like Carolina's got a real puncher's chance
It
in
does.
competing in this game, winning this game possibly. I just don't know if Bryce Young yet is up to the challenge. They limped into the playoffs this year. Last year was abysmal. So I don't think we still know who Bryce Howard is yet as a quarterback. He's almost unproven still.
Yeah.
He can win you some games, but I don't know yet. I just don't know. I mean, 10.5 points, that's a lot of points.
A ton
In
of points.
in a national football game, in any game, really. It is
Right.
that's a ton of points. But the Rams are getting everyone back. They are full
Right.
steam ahead.
Crazy thing about this matchup, the Rams got upset by the Panthers a few weeks ago, 31-28 in Carolina.
Right.
I still think the Rams, talent-wise, may be the best team in the NFC, maybe the NFL when healthy. They're getting back Lake in the secondary. They're getting back Devontae Adams, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have a full slew of their team today. Um, I just think it's be, Carolina's new to this. Is something new. Bryce
Right.
Young is young quarterback, first time doing this. I just think it's a tall task for them to. I think it'll be competitive for about a half, but I think McVay is going to pull all the stuff. They don't get me wrong. They limped to the playoffs, both teams.
Right.
The Rams had shot number 1 seed and lost 2 of the last 3. But I just feel that I think Carolina has the Rams have something to prove, and I think they're going to do it pretty convincingly in this game myself. So,
So,
you know,
uh, fun little tidbit here.
yeah.
On the money line, 89% of the bet is on the Rams. Only 55% of the money is on the Rams. On
Wow. So everyone's taking the
on
points.
on the money line, correct. But here's the thing about the points too, bud. 44% of the bet is on the minus 10.5.
Wow.
33% of the money is on the minus 10.5.
Wow.
So 67% of the money is on the plus 10.5, and 56% of the bets are on plus 10.5. And
Wow.
it's overwhelming that all the bets, well, most of the bets and most of the money is going on the over.
What's the over in this game?
The over in this game is 45.5.
Wow. Well, I like the Rams in the over myself this game.
If we are to go off of everything that has just been talked about, the plus 10.5 is very enticing to me
It is. It is.
because even if the Rams beat them 31-27, I still get 10.5 points.
Right.
And we're not sitting here picking money lines. We're sitting here picking points.
Right. Right.
I have to take Carolina in the points. It's hard for me not to. So you got the Rams. You're giving me 10.5.
Yep.
I think we're both on the over, correct?
Yeah.
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 I don't think anybody in their right mind should take the under in this game. But hey, what do I know? I'm not rich. Um, the night game for tomorrow night, NFC game again. It's on Prime if you're looking for it. Number 7, Green Bay Packers go in to Chicago to take on the 2-seeded Bears, and this one is a tight one. Green Bay is giving a 1.5.
Don't understand it.
Don't either. I don't either. The over under is set at 44.5. So I just so happen to have information on this game. So temperature is going to be around 32 degrees, 17 miles per hour winds. Precipitation is 41% chance of snow.
Wow.
Jordan Love has struggled in windy conditions above 15 in his career, completing just 57.4% of his passes, significantly below his career average of 64%. Caleb Williams only has played one game in the snow in his career in Week 10 of the 2025 season against the Giants. The weather was almost identical to Saturday. Williams went 20 for 36, 220 yards, and a score. I, to me, nothing about what I read changed my mind. Um, the only slight thing that I would say is maybe take the under in this game because of the weather and because of the wind. That could be a factor. So I'm probably going to lean that way. But I've never faltered from the fact that I was going to pick Chicago in this matchup. They're getting plus 1.5 at home.
Don't understand it.
I don't. They're, in my opinion, they're the better team right now.
Yeah, Green Bay's limping into the playoffs right now. They have
Right.
not looked good in the last 3 weeks,
Right. So
including a loss at Chicago. So what a run! Wow.
yeah, I just, to me, I'm on Chicago, and I'm leaning towards the under in this game.
I'm with you on
Okay.
both.
Okay.
With you on both.
Oh, so speaking of Green Bay, I heard this wild fan theory that what if the Steelers and the Packers make it to the Super Bowl, and Aaron Rodgers takes a Lombardi away from the Packers since he took one away from Pittsburgh,
That's funny.
isn't
That's
it?
funny. Yeah.
It would be his ultimate. I'm sorry. Here you go.
So, I'm looking at the brackets today, and it's hard for me to say. If you'd asked me earlier in the season, before the season started, you'd have told me three of the choices in the AFC would have been Denver as number one, New England is number two, and Jacksonville as a three. I mean, you're nuts.
Now, just to back that up,
Yeah.
from my standpoint,
Right.
I would have said New England, Denver are making the playoffs.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
I
how
would have
they're
said that.
seated.
Right. I don't know
Right.
if I would have put them necessarily top three, but
Right.
I
Now,
promise you, 10 out of 10 times, I never would have picked Jacksonville.
right. Now I had them winning the division. That was my
Right.
sleeper because I thought the South
Well,
was weak, but
they
I
did that.
thought that yeah, I thought that we would see Buffalo, Baltimore, and Kansas City as our division champs in the other division. Boy, was I
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Baltimore, Buffalo, Kansas City,
right.
and
Houston. Most people pick
Houston.
Houston as
Yeah.
the division winner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, it just shows you how different every year looks. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely. I had something here, Mike. I'm going to try to find it. I think I saved it. I hope I saved it. Yes, I did. Okay. So, league standings from last year to this year.
okay.
Okay. Last year, the Lions 15-2. This year, 9-8.
Wow.
Chiefs 15-2. This year, shit, I can't even find them on this list. Oh, there we go. 6-11.
Wow.
Okay. Here's one that made me laugh. It made me laugh because I hate it. Well, I'll get to it. Eagles 14-3 this year, 11-6. So they were number 3 last year. They fell to number 10 this year. Vikings 14-3. Vikings this year 9-8. And then I got to the Pittsburgh Steelers last year 10-7, number 13. This year 10-7, number 12. It's just like you made next to no improvement, even though we revamped our entire roster.
Right. Right.
You know, some of these other teams, like for example, the Panthers, 5-12. The Panthers, 8-9. An improvement, still an improvement. Made the playoffs. The Bears, 5-12. The Bears now, 11-6.
Yeah.
The Jaguars, 4-13. Jaguars, 13-4. So they flip flopped their win totals from last year to this year. Patriots 4-13 this year, 14-3. Seahawks 10-7. Seahawks this year 14-3. Broncos 10-7. Broncos this year 14-3. So some teams have went from the bottom to the top. Some teams have went from the top to the bottom, and
Yeah.
the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't move. So Pittsburgh Steelers never move. And that just goes back to what I continuously keep saying is that we almost want you to lose so we can get a high draft pick and kind of get out of this never-ending cycle.
Yep, it's insanity.
You're right. We would almost be okay with a losing season.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Because it would mean a little bit more for us.
it would be a top 15 pick as opposed to a
Right.
top
Of
25
course.
pick. Like,
Of course. Of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
Now, it's going to be interesting to see what they do this year in the draft because they got 12 picks.
right.
So, do they make a move? I sure hope so. You know,
The
but
jury's out, man. I don't
of
know.
course the jury's out. You know,
Yeah,
and
you know,
here,
to me, it's not a good quarterback draft. So you're not going to make a move for a quarterback unless you ante up
no,
to get,
no.
you know,
Speaking of quarterbacks, oh gosh, did you hear? First of all, Ty Simpson enters the NFL draft in a
right,
very weak quarterback draft.
right.
So it might favor him, but who knows?
Some are
Um,
projecting him to go around 21, where Dart went last year.
okay,
So
I'm not as excited to
yeah.
see him in the NFL than I was Dart,
Oh,
though.
I'm not either. I don't think he's the number one pick in my
No,
opinion. So
no. But
yeah,
the bigger news is Trinidad um, Chambliss.
yeah, he's coming out because he got the
He got denied.
NCAA declined his
Hmm.
request. Yes,
So he's going to
yes,
have to come out into the draft. And
yeah.
um, to me, in my opinion, he probably shoots his stock up to, you know,
He
top
might be
10.
number three.
I was going to say
Yeah, he
top
might be number
10
three, number four. Yeah,
for sure, top 10 player.
yeah,
Um, considering what he's done this year and his athleticism and stuff like
yeah.
that. So,
But I don't know. I mean, he may be a first round pick, but I think he's number three on the quarterback board. I'm not sure where he's in the
okay.
big scheme of things. Um, but listen,
Ooh,
if the guy was one game away from playing for a national title, so
right.
you know.
Indiana, big recovery inside the 5. Indiana ball, first and goal.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw the replay.
Yeah, I didn't get to the
Wow,
replay yet. I think I'm a little bit behind you. Oh, yeah. That's just dumb mechanics right there.
wow.
Yep. That's dumb mechanics right there. Wow. All right. Let's get back to our picks here. Number 6, Buffalo Bills. And number 3, Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a Sunday, 1 p.m. AFC game. I said NFC, but it's AFC. This one is surprising as hell to me. Jacksonville, this is flipped, I think, from the last time we talked about it. Jacksonville is now giving a 1.5. And the
Wow.
over under is 51.5. And as a matter of fact, let me open this up here. And um, yes, this opened up the opposite way. Buffalo Bills were giving a 1.5. This is flipped. So that's a 3-point flip.
Wow. A lot of money on Jacksonville. A lot of
That's a
money's flowing on
three
Jacksonville.
point flip, dude.
That's crazy. That is crazy. So I,
Wow.
I gotta admit, so as I'm looking at this is probably my toughest game to pick
Hmm.
out of the entire playoffs right now
I would
because
probably agree.
because Jacksonville's playing really good football,
Right,
but do I trust them?
right,
And Buffalo still has Josh Allen,
right. So,
which
talking about, where the money's at right now, 70% of the bets, or I'm sorry, 70% of the money is on the money line for Buffalo. 56% of the money, or the bets, sorry. 56% of the bets, 70% of the money is on Buffalo's money line.
wow, wow.
Right.
Hmm.
And it's pretty close in terms of where the money and the bets are in terms of the spread. 1 yard touchdown.
See,
Um,
it's so hard to pick this game for a couple reasons.
yeah.
Um, I could see Buffalo going in there, put up 35 and win 35-2.
Hmm.
35-32. You know what I mean? Just
Right.
a typical Buffalo shootout game in the playoffs.
Right.
But then I could also see Jacksonville rolling up a ton of yards and then putting up a ton of points on Buffalo. So
So here
the
you go.
over,
Yeah. Here you go. Here's probably what's going to make or break your decision. Okay. Temperature is going to be around 66 degrees, 8 miles per hour for the wind, 12% chance of rain. The weather looks set fair in Jacksonville for this one. On the off chance there is rain, it's worth noting that Josh Allen is unaffected by rain, with comparable stats in both wet and dry conditions. However, Trevor Lawrence, on the other hand, has been remarkably inconsistent in the wet, varying from a 47.8% completion rate in one matchup in 2022 to a 75 completion rate in 2023. A huge variance. So, which it sounds like what Lawrence are we going to get? What Trevor are we going to get?
Well, I think. Do I trust him yet?
Right.
I mean,
It's kind of like the Bryce Young question that I said.
right,
Do
right,
I trust him? I don't
right,
know. You
right.
know, in some of these cases, we almost have to look at it like if you're going to take a chance on him, now's the time.
Yeah,
It's
because they're
either
playing so good. I
it's
mean,
either now or never, right? They're playing
yeah,
so good, you would. But you're
yeah,
right when it comes down to picking against Josh Allen. It's
yeah.
like
I can't.
it's like picking against Patrick Mahomes.
Exactly, I
You
can't.
understand the guy just wins games. This year is
Yes,
different because they had so many obstacles this year.
yeah,
Buffalo, I mean, you could easily say that there was no excuses for Buffalo this year, but they still came
right,
out to a 12-5 record.
right.
You know,
Yeah, you
it just
just
so
solidified
happened.
my pick for
Yeah,
me.
it just so happened that the Bills ran up against a New England team that just blew the doors off the division. So
Right.
otherwise,
Yeah.
the Bills are probably winning that division. But go
Yeah.
ahead, Mike.
I'm
Minus
go.
1.5 and 51.5. What do you got?
I'm taking Buffalo in the points and going over.
Okay.
I'm
Mike.
taking a veteran quarterback, a team that's been there. Not that I don't think Jacksonville's a good team, but I just think this is new to them. That's fresh. And Sean McDermott might be coaching for his job right now. So I'm taking James Cook. I'm taking Josh Allen. I'm taking a defense in Buffalo has gotten better as the years going on. So
Yeah, Mike, I think I'm with you. The only thing I don't like is the points. I think I'm going to take the under in this game at 51.5. But in my opinion, right now, Jacksonville's playing with house money, right?
yeah,
So, um, when was the last time a rookie coach went into the playoffs and won playoff games and even a Super Bowl for that matter? I don't know. I don't have the stats on that. Maybe never. But
well, I mean, I could tell you one, but again, he inherited a team of Hall of Famers in George Seifert.
okay.
You know,
So
so
yeah, I mean
that's
that's
kind of
it's a little bit
nothing to
different
compare
story.
to.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean
exactly.
this is
That was
Emilio
a veteran,
Estevez. Yeah, this is
right?
Emilio
That was
Estevez taking over
yeah,
District 5.
exactly. That was a veteran laden team that been there, done that.
Right,
This
right.
Jacksonville team, this is new territory.
Yeah, this
So
is
again, what are we going to get? I don't
yeah.
know. Listen, it wouldn't surprise me if the Jaguars won this game. I just don't think they will.
All right. Well, we're gonna both put our faith in Josh Allen because typically Josh Allen wins these types of games.
Yeah,
And um I like you said, Trevor to us is unproven yet. We don't know what he is, what he's capable of, especially in a high pressure situation like this. He's never made it here, as far as I'm concerned. Um, and Liam Cohen, um, I mean, you've gotten the team pumped up and ready to go for this season, but what are you going to have them looking like here in the first round? So,
right,
and
right.
like I said, they're playing with house money right now. So anything that
Absolutely.
anything that they do this year over that 10-win mark was bonus. If they won the
Listen,
division, thank God. If they
if
made
I
the
had to vote,
playoffs, holy
he would
shit.
be coach. Duval would be coach of the year. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
Duval.
Duval.
Right.
I mean, he would be coach of the year for me. So,
I agree. I still think he's coach of the year, to be honest with you.
right. I hope so. I hope so. I hope he gets it.
I mean, I understand what Vrabel is doing up in New England, but considering
Here's my argument with that.
both teams,
Listen, a lot of people were on New England being good.
right?
not a lot were on Jacksonville being even competitive yet.
And that was going to be my point. My point was when you
Right.
look at the teams roster wise, you can
Right.
easily say that New England had the better roster.
Right. Right.
Because again, up until this year, Travis Etienne, he wasn't a formidable runner.
No. No. Listen, Etienne underperformed. Sunshine underperformed.
Right.
Even the defense underperformed in Jacksonville.
Right.
And now guess what? They make one move getting Jacoby Myers, which was huge.
And signed
And
him.
during a year when Brenton Strange has turned into a heck of a tight end for them,
Mm-hmm.
and Parker Washington, nice pickup from Miami,
Right.
and not to mention during a season when Brian Thomas Jr. struggled.
Right.
I mean,
And they
after
still
the
won
year
games.
he's had, right? And he still won games when he struggled. So,
right.
I mean, yeah, I mean, definitely coach of the year for me, and I'm hard pressed to if it's Vrabel and him 1 and 2, I have no problem with that. But I just think all my eggs would be in Cohen's basket.
Yeah, if I had a vote, my vote would be for Cohen.
Right. Right.
I mean, I think we're both in the same boat there.
Yeah.
All right. The next game is at 4:30. It's an NFC game. It's the number 6 49ers going into Philly to take on the Eagles. And the Eagles are giving 6.
Wow.
Over under is 44.5. I don't understand this. I just don't. And I guess the only reason why is because this game is going to be around 46 degrees, 13-mile-an-hour winds, 9% chance of rain. Brock Purdy's performance in cold, wet, and windy weather is statistically worse in his career averages. His pass percentage drops from 69.7 to 60.6. Passing yards average drops by 78.8 yards as well. Jalen Hurts is used to bad weather games, and it shows in the statistics. Both his passing and rushing stats stay at a similar level in bad weather. So, to summarize, Jalen Hurts is unaffected by this weather. Brock Purdy could be affected by this weather.
Six and a half is a big chunk of points.
Though. No, that's 6.5. Just 6.
Oh, it's 6. Okay.
Yeah, just 6.
But still, 6 is still a lot of points.
But like we talked about before, Mike, what Eagles team are we getting?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
They went to an 11-6 record, but the Steelers went to a 10-7 record. So what? And you could easily say that the Steelers and Philly were probably mirrored, except for one game where the Steelers lost and the Philly won. Because the records are basically identical. So you can almost say that these teams are identical. They have their struggles. They can still win games, but you don't have any faith in them really.
Right.
And that's kind of how I'm feeling for this game. I'm not sure if I have faith in them right now. I can see this being a first-round knockout for the Eagles. I like the 6 points. I like the Niners better. So I'm going to take the points, even though I don't think I need them. But I'm going to take the Niners, and I'm going to take the over in this game. I actually think that Brock Purdy actually, they talk about his numbers and they're being, worse in tougher weather. I think he's actually going to shut people up on this one.
Right.
So I got the Niners. I'm taking the under. Or I'm sorry, the over. Over.
I'm taking the under in this one.
Okay. Well, I mean, the wind was only like 8 or 9 miles per hour. It wasn't crazy.
I don't think weather's gonna be much of a factor in this game. I just think both teams are going to want to run the football. Um, and
And
you have two
if
really
that's the
good running
case,
backs.
I was
McCaffrey's
going to
a
say,
beast.
if that's the case,
Yeah,
then we have the best matchup to watch
right. Because
between
we have
these two
McCaffrey
running
versus
backs.
Saquon Barkley.
Oh,
Right, right,
absolutely.
right.
You know,
And that being said, if the Niners want to keep it close to the vest and play smart football, give me the Niners in the under. Just because I don't know if they win this game, but I think it's a very close game.
I see this win. I see them winning this game because of Saquon's struggles this year, and I don't know if
You know,
that is schematically that has changed, or
we've kept waiting for him to break out, and he hasn't
right,
all year.
right. So if it comes down
You
to
know,
running backs in this game, then the Niners clear cut win that one.
right,
And that's just saying for this year. I'm not saying forever.
right, right.
You know.
Yeah.
All right. Sunday night AFC game, 8 p.m. on Peacock. NBC, if your cable provider is still letting you watch it. If not, you can watch it on Peacock. The number 7 LA Chargers are going into Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots. And the Patriots are giving 3.5. The over under is 45.5. And this game is looking to be about 37 degrees, 7 miles per hour, 20% chance of snow. So, bucking the usual trends, Justin Herbert's performance actually improves in cold weather below 40 degrees, with his completion percentage increasing by over 4 percentage points. His yards per game stay almost identical at 242. Drake
Wow.
May, in his one career snow game, struggled in a passing game, going 14 of 23 for 155 yards and a pick. He relied on his legs, rushing for 43 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Um, I'm going with the upset. I think the Chargers win this game outright.
Okay.
Um, I think the Chargers defense will make more plays than New England's in this game. Meaning, I think that New England bug in the 3 games they lost has been turnovers. I think it's going to happen again in this one. So give me the Chargers and the under in this one.
Indiana Hoosiers touchdown, 27-7. Mike's got the under. Mike, I like your under. I'm going to take it. But I'm going to go on New England because what kind of a person would I be if I picked New England to be a good team this year and then drop them in the first round of the playoffs? And also, I would love New England to win to shut Matt up so his Justin Herbert theory is debunked. So I'm on New England. top 3 quarterback. You need to get out of here.
Yeah, top 3 my ass.
All right. Well, we have to wait all weekend, Mike, because the next game here is probably the one that we're dreading the most because we're in it. And we have to wait the entire weekend in order to watch how miserable it's going to be.
I don't like last week.
Kind of like last week, yeah. Number 5 Houston Texans come into Pittsburgh to take on the number 4 Steelers, barely number 4 Steelers. And Houston is giving 3. That hasn't changed much, and the over/under is 38.5. This game opened at 2.5, and it's now up to 3. All right, so Mike, as every other game, I have information for you.
Something for you too.
Okay, about 33 degrees at kickoff, 11 miles per hour. I haven't heard of any precipitation. So there could be some, there could not be some, but 11
Right.
miles an hour. CJ Stroud has performed well in cold weather games in his career, nearly matching his career completion percentage and averaging just 8 yards per game less than his career average. Aaron Rodgers, though, who spent most of his career in Green Bay, has thrived in frigid weather, matching his career completion percentage and throwing for more yards, touchdowns, and fewer interceptions per game in the cold. So, what that means is that this should be a hell of a game between two good quarterbacks. Nobody gets a drop off because this weather is going to be cold. And if there's a stat that you didn't know, then I'm going to tell you right now. And this might be the stat that you were going to give to me. But it just so happens that Mike Tomlin is 11-0 on Monday Night Football.
The Steelers have won 23 straight Monday night games in Pittsburgh, dating back to 1991.
And Tomlin
That's
is
insane.
11 of those.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. But the stat I wanted to hit you with was...
Oh, okay. Okay, that wasn't the one.
No, the stat I want to hit you with is dome teams playing on the road in the playoffs under 40 degrees overall all time are 1-14.
Ooh.
Yes.
CJ Stroud is used to this weather. He did play in Ohio State.
Right.
So
now,
he knows
it's another stat about CJ Stroud. One of only 5 quarterbacks who's won playoff games in his first 2 years as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty big stat. Pretty big
Right.
stat. Now, pros and cons about this game.
The Steelers are playing, and the Steelers are playing.
Everyone's talking about how good this Houston defense is.
Yes.
And it is. But they've shown some chinks in their armor lately. They're saying, they have 47 sacks. That's fantastic. The Steelers had 48. That's not impressive to me.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers gets rid of the ball 2.5 seconds. It doesn't matter. The Steelers, do what they can do.
Right.
They don't run the ball well, Houston, which is interesting. That's been one of the
They haven't ran the ball all year.
No, right, and that's one of the Steelers' Achilles' heel, stopping the run. So if you don't have to worry about a running game,
yeah. And let's not even talk about their debacle with Joe Mixon.
Right, exactly.
Nobody even knew what happened to this guy. He just all of a sudden, that was it. He was done.
The year.
Nothing.
Right, Dick Chubb out for the year.
Like his year started kind of how CMC started last year. Oh,
yes.
he's questionable to return and this and that, and then we come to find out he's just not coming back.
Right.
So, Nick Chubb hasn't played like he has in the past, and for all intents purposes, we know why. He's had 3 major knee surgeries.
Yes.
Right. I mean,
actually, I'll be honest. I'm shocked he's still in the league. I'll be honest with you.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a miracle that he is.
Yeah.
I am almost definitely, and I understand this is a number 1 defense. I am almost definitely on the over in this game.
Me too. Right. Everyone thinks it's going to be a 16-13. I don't think so.
I don't either. I think this is going to be another one of those, probably like a 35-28 game. You know what I mean? It's going to be crazy. And we're all just going to sit back and go, wow, that was the best defense in the league. We got no problem. We're winning the Super Bowl. Like, all right, calm down there, Junior. But, the narrative in this game is almost telling you, don't listen to the narrative.
It is so much. This reminds me of the 90s Steelers, the 2000 Steelers, where the defense was so good they were going to destroy a team. It never happens.
No.
It never happens.
No.
Now, what I can see happening is a 23-20 game, a 24-21 game, a 27-24 game.
Right.
But I think both teams score over 20 in this game. So I'm on the over big time. I'm just going with I just think Aaron Rodgers is ready to play. They get DK Metcalf back. I think the Steelers' running game is underrated. I think the Gainwell and now Warren didn't practice today, illness, from what I understand.
He's gonna.
So
I don't think that would be
he'll
enough
play
to
though.
keep him out,
Yeah, he'll play.
unless
He'll play definitely.
unless he's got pneumonia or a bad case of
Right,
the flu.
right,
He's playing this game.
right.
I wouldn't take that. But it's
But
still interesting to note. But in the same right, they've been leaning more towards on Gainwell than they have on
yes, they
Warren.
have. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Right.
if he doesn't feel up to par, they'll just lighten his load and
Yes.
maximize Gainwell's load.
Right. Exactly.
So
You know, I rarely pick the Steelers. I usually go against them. But them getting 3 at home against a team which I look at, they're almost mirror images, honestly. Their offense isn't very good in the red zone. They have a field goal kicker who's pretty good in Tommy Fairborn. I'm going to take the Steelers and the points in the over.
Mike. I can't say shit. I'm with you. I like that they're getting 3. I like that they're home. You know, there's not many times when they're on prime time, except for Thursdays apparently, where they don't play well.
Right.
Right. So Sunday night and Monday night they typically play well. So
Right.
I'm going to bank on that. And like you said, Aaron Rodgers has been here, done that. He looks
Right.
like that he's got full control of this offense. He's able to make adjustments on the fly and call plays when he needs to, and they kind of given him free reign to do that, and I like that.
Here's a scary thing before you go. If you rank the quarterbacks in the AFC in the playoffs right now, he might be at number 2 or 3. I mean, you got Drake May obviously, and you have Josh Allen, of course. But men,
yeah, because you can easily say that Stafford.
I'm just saying AFC. I'm just saying AFC.
Oh, okay, so Allen,
and Drake May, Herbert.
Well, if we're talking about guys in the playoffs, then there's only 2, and that's Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers, because Drake May hasn't been in the playoffs.
Well, I'm just saying right now, if you rank the 7 quarterbacks who are in the playoffs right now,
I got you.
You could say he's the second or third guy one on my team to win you a game.
Oh, for sure.
Just because he's a veteran, and he doesn't look like he's lost much, man. I mean,
no, he's still got that zip, dude.
Right.
He's got that release. He's got that zip.
Yeah.
He still has that edge on him as well.
Here's my detriment to this team: the guy coaching it. That's my detriment to the team.
Yeah. The guy coaching it is definitely is going to be the reason we lose.
Right.
It's not gonna be the players on the field. Even though Boswell, you better tighten your shit up. Okay.
Yes.
We can't be having you missing extra points again.
No.
Okay. That game on Sunday night would have felt a little bit better had you not missed that extra point. Because if the Ravens make that kick, if the Ravens line up for that last minute kick, we're not worried about it going in or not. Because
that's just means we're in overtime.
Exactly. We'll just figure it out there. But considering the fact that you missed that extra point, we were all on hands and pins and needles.
Right.
Kind of like, this is it, bro.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance Indiana scores again before the half.
It's going to be 35-7 in about 2 seconds here.
Yeah. This game is just about over. Unless Oregon mounts a miraculous comeback here in the second half.
Listen, I was talking to my buddy Tim today about it, and I said, what do you like tonight? And I said, I'm all over Indiana for one reason.
Yep. Texas
Tech had a hell of a defense, but Oregon's offense did not impress me one bit last week. Even though how dominant their defense was, Oregon's offense didn't look good. And I said,
they come out
against Indiana, right? And Indiana's like, man, they're just getting stronger. It seems,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So
Ooh, Mike, you ready for this one?
yeah,
31% of the bets are on Pittsburgh for the money line. 31%. That's it.
okay,
Low.
okay, very low.
62% of the money is on Pittsburgh for the money line.
Wow,
So
interesting.
most of the money is on Pittsburgh. Actually, other than the over under, most of the money is on Pittsburgh.
Interesting.
66% on Pittsburgh at +3, 50%, 57% of the bets. So even though people are hooting and hollering about Houston, it seems like people are riding with Steelers.
Home, telling you, home, Monday night, Aaron Rodgers. I'm telling you, those three. That's the trifecta.
Yeah.
And 35-7 soon.
Yep. You're not lying. All right, Mike, pick your defensive touchdown. Not as
Give
many
me the
games to
Rams.
choose from. I was going to say, not as many games to choose from, but
Give me the Rams.
all right. Okay. You know what? Just to make matters so much worse for him, give me New England. Give me New England for a defensive touchdown.
I knew it. I said you're going to take the Chargers and Patriots game. And
Yep. Give me the Patriots for a defensive touchdown.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. All right.
That is fantastic.
Let me get into, because I still like to leave my NFL tab.
You have to make your picks too
For
this game.
What do you mean?
The Steelers game. You didn't pick it yet.
Oh, I thought I did. Steelers and over.
No. Oh, you took them too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I said.
okay.
I said. Unfortunately, Mike, I am going with you.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. No, I took them.
Gotcha.
Because again, I like the fact that they're getting points. They're getting points at home.
I know.
You know,
I know.
And like I said, it's a primetime game. Other than Thursday night, they thrive in primetime games.
Listen, they're not playing in Ohio. It's a Monday night. I'm sorry,
right.
And I'm pointing at number 8. Number 8, man, is a big factor for me.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Listen, as much as I was not, not that I didn't want to sign him, I just didn't know what to expect.
Well, again,
I did not.
How many times have we said this, right? The year after a major injury is not the year that you want to try to judge somebody off of.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So an Achilles tear like that, the next year he's not coming back fully healthy. And if he is, his mindset's still not there.
Exactly. Plus being on such a bad team. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. I mean, he even said that he's gotten revitalized playing here. Made him love football again. Because he just got beat down over at the Jets. And I mean, I don't blame him. The only problem is that you guys had studs over there. You had a hell of a team, and you couldn't do anything with it. So, they tried. So it's looking like it's not looking like it is. So the national championship is going to be on the 19th, which is a Monday. And luckily, we don't have to pick it until next Friday.
Awesome.
So next Friday is going to be when we pick the national championship game.
So, because we have some time,
okay,
give me your bracket. Who is your pick in the AFC and NFC right now?
Probably Probably New England and the Rams.
Good call. I like that.
Yeah, probably New
I
England
mean,
and the Rams. I still think that Denver, when they come back from this bye, I think they get knocked out.
oh, I'm with you, man. I don't care who they're playing. I
I
just
don't
don't like
either.
the way they're playing offense.
Yeah, and I think when
They're
it comes
not
down to it,
a
yeah, I think when it comes down to it, and the Rams and Seattle play each other again in the playoffs, at least that's what it's looking like it's going to be.
right,
Um, I just I don't see Seattle to be able to win that game, even though if
right.
they played this year. Yeah, they're in the same division. They have to.
Yeah, twice. Right, right.
Yeah. Um, what was the split on that? Do you know?
1-1,
1-1.
1-1.
So
Yeah.
I think they come out on top with in in that division um, in that 3 game spread. I think they come out 2-1 on that.
Yeah.
Um,
So in the first matchup this year, the Rams beat the Seahawks 21-19. In the
mhm.
second one, the Seahawks beat the Rams 38-37. So you
I
know,
wouldn't be surprised. Rams and Seahawks play. Chicago and Niners play. Niners and Rams NFC title. Rams Super Bowl.
I'm saying I'm going to go with my team I originally picked to win it all in the AFC, Buffalo. I just think if they get on the run, they're gonna. This is if Allen doesn't do it this year, I don't know when he will.
Well, we say that
Even though
every year.
true, true. His two nemesis are out.
Right.
Lamar Jackson and good old number 15 are out. So
Yeah. Good
if
old Patty
ever
Mahomes.
yes. So and I'm with
Yeah.
you in the NFC. I'm a Stafford fan. I think the Rams. I think the Rams win the Super Bowl. I mean, go to the Super Bowl. Um, if it's a
I
Buffalo Ram matchup, I think that'd be a fantastic Super Bowl. I'd probably lean into Stafford winning it
I
and the
would say the
Rams.
same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but who
Out
knows?
of my two. Yeah. Out of my two
The
picks, the Rams.
NFC to me, it's stacked.
Right.
So a lot of things can happen in the NFC. In the AFC, I think it's a complete crapshoot. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
looking at it, we're thinking Buffalo's going to win, so that's a 6 seed. They're going to go and play.
they would play
Um,
Denver.
they're going to go play Denver, which I'm okay with that. I think Buffalo wins that game,
Me too.
and then we would have to go to the Patriots, which I'm
We
picking.
beat them. I
I'm
mean,
yeah. You say that. I think the Patriots beat us.
no, I mean this year we beat them already.
Oh yeah,
Is what I'm.
we beat
Yeah.
them 21-14.
Right. I mean, we caused 5 turnovers that game. I'm not
Right.
saying we do it again. I'm just saying that game.
No.
Um, but yeah, I just think Buffalo, if they get on a roll and they're, I think this game's big for them. This could either, it's going to either
Well,
change their team,
to be
or I think
honest,
they can get in a roll.
Mike, like you said, this is probably the game that means the most to any other team in the playoffs right now.
Yes. Right.
Because
Right.
if Buffalo loses this game, I wouldn't be surprised if they wipe out the entire coaching staff.
Oh, me too, man. I think it's a wholesale changes in Buffalo.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
if they win, it's going to save his job,
Yep. Agree.
you
Totally.
know. But how much of that winning needs to happen in the playoffs for him to stay alive in that job?
Good question. Good question. I mean,
Is it win it all or go home? Or are they going to give him some leeway?
yeah, I don't know. All I know, it's a one and doneer. Bye bye. Um,
I mean, to me, it feels that way because there's been so much hype on him every single year to
yeah,
perform. And, last year was probably the most hype on him.
yeah,
Maybe even not last year, but 2 years ago, the most hype. And they got a first round knockout, I believe.
right,
That's when they had an all around better team.
right,
I think Stephon Diggs was still there at that point as well,
yeah, yeah,
2 years ago. And I just there's only so many times that you can get your heart broken that
Right.
a franchise is going to look at you and say, we still believe in you. Now, if you come to Pittsburgh, then you get all the time in the world to do whatever you want.
Right.
There's no
Right.
pressure here. If you win, great. If you don't, it's okay. Next year's good.
Right.
Bunch of sissies. I still don't understand. I know. To me, it just still seems like the college is more cutthroat than the NFL.
Coaching wise,
Yes.
oh, absolutely, without a doubt, without a doubt. You know why? Because your fan bases are in your ear 24/7. It's not nationally so big. It's just that area. Like, you know, for example, Michigan, Happy Valley.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even though it's one town, it's all the alumni. Everyone who's ever went to that school.
But even
You know,
even Penn State though. Penn State's only had 3 head coaches in the
right,
last 30 years.
right,
Well,
right,
technically 70 years because Paterno was
right,
there 50 of them,
right, right.
you know? I mean, they gave James Franklin all the leeway in the world.
He did. And he hung himself. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
But other franchises, like I just don't get it.
Speaking of this, let's relish for something real quick. Let's revel. No SEC teams in the national championship game. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Yeah, I mean, you're guaranteed a Big Ten team because you got two
Again,
two
yeah,
Big Ten teams going at it.
right.
Yeah, but let's not give any Big Ten teams any credit. You know,
No,
they've only won the national championship like 6 out of the 8 years or something like
yeah.
that.
Why would you give him credit? Come
No,
on.
no, it's all SEC bias shit.
See, here's the funny thing about that. Everyone always says, "Oh, but the Big Ten only has, Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State." Well, what does the SEC have?
Right,
Alabama and Georgia.
right.
LSU hasn't been relevant since God knows how long.
Yeah, and
Like,
Tennessee just started
Auburn
becoming
hasn't been good
irrelevant.
forever.
Yeah,
You
Tennessee
know
just started coming relevant again.
exactly.
You
Auburn
know,
was good for like when Cam was there. That's it.
yeah,
Oh,
30
here's a
years.
stat for you.
Okay.
Here's a great stat I heard today. I didn't get the answer correct. What current NFL coach has had more rushing yards during his career than Bo Jackson?
What NFL coach
Current NFL head coach had
more?
more rushing yards
Uh-huh.
than Bo Jackson.
Now, was he a running back? Because I think he's a quarterback.
Yes.
Is it Harbaugh?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Five
who I
more
was thinking of.
yards. 5 more yards.
That's who I was thinking of too. Was
When I
Harbaugh?
heard that, I was like, no way. And I went and checked 5 more
Yeah.
yards. Insane.
All right. So
Insane.
I was way wrong about the Big Ten being 6 of the 8 champions. It's mostly SEC teams.
It is mostly SEC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most.
Yeah.
Um.
But when you get to half the field every year,
Right.
I mean,
When Oregon won it in 2019, I think they were still a Big 12 team.
they're a Big 12 team. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and then last year Notre Dame, independent. So
Well, they didn't win it last year. Ohio State did.
why do they have him on here 2024? That's weird. They have them both on here.
That's weird.
It is weird. I think Google's drunk. Go home. Yeah, that's so weird. Well, that's even funnier because this list is different from this list. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna go off of this list. So yeah, last 10 years. One, two, three. Three Big Ten teams in the last 10 years.
Michigan and Ohio State, right?
Ohio State and Michigan were the last two.
Right,
And then
right,
all the way down at the bottom is Ohio State again.
right, right.
Yeah. Yeah. LSU in 2019.
Right, that was Joe Burrow. Yeah.
You had a Clemson in there, ACC,
Yep.
2018.
That was
Actually, two.
Sunshine.
Yeah, there was actually two of them, 2016 and 27 or 2018.
Yeah, that was old Deshaun Watson, one of them, and the other one was old Sunshine there in
Yeah, Trevor.
yeah, Trevor
Yeah,
Lawrence.
and then they lost
So
to LSU in 2019, right?
yeah, Burrow. Yeah, Burrow beat Watson.
Yeah. Yeah, because I thought Sunshine almost went back to back.
No, it was Watson then Sunshine.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Because I
not
was going to say,
mistaken.
I thought they went back to back, or at
Let
least
me tell you
almost went
something.
back to back.
Kurt Signetti is like if
Is he
he
the
wins a
greatest?
national
Is he the greatest coach of all time? I think he
dude,
is. Well,
dude,
not of all time, because I still think Nick Saban's the GOAT.
right? But come on, like if he wins it in Indiana,
It goes to show you that dude can fall in a bucket of shit, come out smelling like a rose.
dude, and he started IUP.
Yeah, yeah, like our local
Yes,
IUP,
or IUP.
not like Indiana University over there.
Right, like IUP.
Yeah, Indiana University of Pennsylvania, people.
Yes.
IUP, that IUP.
And what he's lost one game in 2 years?
Yeah,
That's
dude's an animal.
insane.
Yeah, the only game he lost last year was in the playoffs.
Right, right. I mean, goodness.
And it's 35-7 in halftime.
Yeah.
It's just he's got these guys playing on a different level. Making Oregon.
I have Indiana in the over, so I'm happy about this one.
Yeah, I do too. I think I have the over. I'm almost positive I do. Oh no, I took the under. Stupid. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a game. At least I was
the
hoping
over
so.
is 47.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that nobody scores for the rest of the game.
They might get that themselves.
They might. I mean, they're 12 points away from it.
Yeah. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, what is it, 35-7?
Yeah.
So,
wow.
It'll be interesting to see who wins this one, considering the fact that we have Oregon actually scoring more than 7.
Right.
I was the one that took Oregon to score the least, though, at 17.
Right. I had 31. I had 24.
Right.
Yeah, that might be way too much.
We might need to. That one's going to be a little bit more meticulous in trying to figure out who won that one, as opposed to the other game. So, but yeah, it's a short pod because that's it. We don't have anything else really to talk about. We've covered everything. We've covered the games.
Yep.
This game now is in halftime, so I think now's a time as good as ever to kind of bow out, watch the rest of this half, and get ready for tomorrow's slate of Super Wildcard Weekend. So
there we go.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing for us to do right now, Mike.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, so as I get us to the end here. All right, now that we're at the end, everybody, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave those comments, drop those comments, let us know what you think, what you want to talk about, and share this with your friends and family. Also, turn on those notification bells so you know when we go live. and share that out and have fun watching some exciting football, hopefully. Catch the rest of this, what now is probably going to be a very dull game since it's already 35-7 at half, but nonetheless, it's still fun to watch them celebrate at the end of the game. Um, and yeah, I think we've covered everything else. So, Mike, you got anything else you want to add or?
No, I want to say just enjoy the weekend games.
Yeah, enjoy
Um,
football. We ain't got much left, and this is showing it. We got one more college game to pick, and that's the college football national championship, where it's looking like it's going to be number 1 Indiana versus number 10 Miami. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Early favorite, I'm on Indiana. We'll see what the numbers are, but I'm almost positive I'm on Indiana from here on out. I
yeah,
like
they're gonna
Coach
be tough. I
Signetti.
think, yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna be
Coach
tough to
Signetti to me
beat.
is just
Man.
so they look like they're playing more all around football anyway than any other team right now. So Indiana is
Right.
going to be my pick going forward here. It shouldn't be a question to anybody at this moment, and I'm probably going to take the over on whatever that is because, well, again, this game is 35-7 already. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, um, again, thanks for everybody for joining us and hanging out and catching us, and don't forget to come back and join us. So with that being said, good night, everybody.
Bye, brother. Bye, everybody.